Hi, I'm Casey Neistat, and welcome to my monthly class.
Check it out.
This class is a hands-on 30-day learning experience designed to teach you everything that I know about filmmaking and storytelling. For the past decade, I've made and posted over 1,000 movies online that have been viewed more than 3 billion times. And before that, I had a television show that I wrote, produced, filmed, edited, and starred in. And before that, I produced award-winning feature films. I've made movies of all kinds, and it's that experience that's at the core of this class. During this class, I'm gonna share with you my entire creative process from start to finish. And you're gonna follow along with me as I create 2 brand new movies completely from scratch, starting from how I find my initial ideas all the way through filming, editing, and sharing the final videos. Along the way, I'm going to be explaining everything that I'm doing, my thought process, my techniques, the tools and software I use. We'll be covering finding ideas, the cinematography, the editing, pacing, and narrative structure, my process with music, the camera gear that I use, sound design, creative problem solving, and ultimately, everything you'd need to tell a compelling story through the craft of filmmaking. You'll also be making 2 films along with me. The best way to learn is by doing, so this class is hands-on. You'll apply what you're learning in class directly to your own movies. And together, we'll follow the filmmaking process side by side. And by the end of the month, you'll leave the class with 2 compelling original movies of your own that you can proudly share with the world. In part 1 of the class, I'm gonna walk you through my start to finish process as I create my first film of the class right in front of you. A great movie starts with a great story, so that's where this class begins. For this first movie, we're gonna really be focused on the craft of storytelling, stripping away everything else from the process. We're both gonna challenge ourselves to go out into the world without any fancy camera equipment, just our phones, and by following the process of this kind of spontaneous filmmaking, I'm gonna show you how to create from nothing an engaging, perfectly crafted story. Through this process, I'll show you how to discover a compelling starting point for your video, how to find an angle into your story that's uniquely yours, how to use shot selection to support your story, how to get the most out of your camera, even if it's just your phone, how to find opportunities for creative cinematography and visual storytelling, how to uncover and structure a compelling narrative arc as you film, how to best capture dialogue, and how to shoot complete coverage of every scene, how to develop characters, points of interest to keep your audience engaged and your story rich. In the edit, how to first hook your audience into the story, how to optimize the pacing and rhythm of your cut to construct a clear and engaging 3-act structure, how to most effectively find, edit, and use music to set the tone and tempo of your movie, how to use sound design, effects, and audio editing to elevate your narrative, how and when to use graphics to reinforce your story, how to craft a perfect, satisfying ending to your movie, and ultimately, how to bring everything together into a final video that engages your audience from the beginning to the end. If you can master the storytelling techniques we'll practice here, you'll be able to create movies with perfectly told stories whenever you want, entirely spontaneously, with nothing more than the camera you have in your pocket. By the end of part 1 of this class, you'll learn my full set of storytelling techniques, and you'll follow along with my process, creating a shareable film of your own. In part 2, we're each going to make a second movie, a bigger movie, this time using the full set of filmmaking tools and gear. We're gonna build on the storytelling foundations of part 1 and bring into our process the complete craft of filmmaking and cinematography. This process is not about going viral. This is about self-expression. It's about how to use the filmmaking process to share the ideas that matter to you most. Again, I'll create my movie right in front of you from start to finish, showcasing my full range of gear, my cinematography techniques, shot types, and my editing tricks. Along the way, we're gonna go even deeper into my technical secrets and filmmaking approach, focusing on how to craft a more complex, multi-part narrative, how to best capture footage in different locations and environments, how to maintain the pace and rhythm of a longer, more detailed edit, how to create dynamic transitions between sequences, how to keep an audience engaged and invested in this kind of movie. And most importantly, how to find your own distinct voice as a filmmaker and storyteller. Once again, you'll follow along with my process, creating your second film of the class, and this time, a larger, more cinematically beautiful movie that tells a more meaningful story. By the end of the 30-day class, you'll not only have learned my complete toolkit as a storyteller and filmmaker, but you'll also have created 2 original movies of your own that you can proudly share. During the class, you'll meet other filmmakers of all levels from around the world who will be taking the class along with you. You'll be part of an intimate peer group where you'll be able to share your work and progress throughout the class, give and receive feedback, ask and answer questions, and experience this creative journey with others. If you're new to filmmaking and looking for a new outlet for self-expression, or if you're a more experienced filmmaker looking to hone your craft, this class is for you. Committing to this class will give you the structure, guidance, and support you need to tell the stories and create the films you've been looking to make. During these 30 days, you'll not only create new original movies of your own, but you'll also learn the methods, tools, and techniques that will serve you for the rest of your creative life. I think you're really gonna surprise yourself with what you'll be able to learn and create in only 1 month. So enroll now in this month-long learning experience with me, Casey Neistat, and monthly.